Hey guys, and welcome back to the video. This is Addicted to Fishing, and I'm John. Today we're not going to do an unboxing. We're going to do some just basic general talk here. I've had a few questions that I thought I would just kind of narrow down. I put in one video, and it revolves around the whatnot. So I want to be here to help guide some of the new people through on how to navigate whatnot, what to look for. So anyway, on my community page, I did post a link, a referral link for people that want to sign up for whatnot. If you click that link, right now they're doing a random pull, I guess you want to call it, or a random drawing, and you're eligible for anywhere from a $10 to $200 referral. That goes directly to you, goes directly into your whatnot wallet, and it's for you to spend however you feel like you want to spend on whatnot. On the other side of that, for every click, just being totally transparent, they don't pay me to say this, they don't pay me to put that up there. It's just something I did to help some of you guys save some money on tackle, plus the free money helps out. What I get out of that is I get the same random drawing. I'll get $10 to $200 referral bonus as well that'll go directly into my whatnot wallet. I'm not doing it necessarily and hoping that I get a $200 referral. I'm thankful that they're going to give something back to us that are referring, and it's a way for them to grow the whatnot community. So I think it's pretty cool. It's the only, if you want to call it, paid promotion that I'm doing. Just so you guys know, if you get anything other than what I posted in the community, it's not from me. And again, you can utilize that link if you like, and take that chance to get that drawing from $10 to $200, and allowing me to get that same type of chance to win the same kind of some credits on whatnot, or it just at least takes you to whatnot. And then you can choose not to use that referral link and just sign up for yourself and not get a free $10 to $200 addition to your account. Either way, I have no hard feelings either way. I just thought it was a cool way for you guys to potentially get up to $200 in free spending on whatnot. Whatnot itself is an app. You'll want to go into either your Google Play Store or the App Store through Apple, or whatever device that you have. I'm sure there's some kind of app store. You'll go in, you'll download the Whatnot app, you'll fill out the pertinent information, make sure you give them a shipping address, and make sure that you link a credit card or bank account or whatever onto that account. And then once you do that, you're free to shop and buy whatever you want. You really, a lot of it's not shopping. A lot of it you're going in to get into the live auctions. They are live auctions that happen every day. Some of the sellers do have a store. Some of the sellers run this as a business. And it's 100% business to them. Other people, it'd be people more like me right now, and it'd be extra tackle that we have that we'd post for sale. I might create a store to put a bunch of my collectible pieces that I have on there. I'm really not a collector anymore. Some of that tackle, it's just kind of sitting around, not being fished, and I'd much rather part with it and give it to somebody like you that might be a collector and looking to add pieces to your collection. With that said, we won't talk about the stores too much. Again, you'll just go in, pick a seller, go in, they have a store. You'll see all the links on the side tab for that. You can click on the store. Some of it's a buy it now. We'll just use these Guggen baits that I just picked up on there. These are hard to find. A seller may have these, listed buy it now, plus the shipping for anything. They don't control the shipping. Whatnot controls that. It goes by ounces. They may have these for $5 plus $4.15 in shipping. I don't know how it works on the buy it now. If you spend a certain amount in a certain person's store, that you'll get free shipping after you've met the $6 minimum or whatever it is. But yeah, it's kind of an unknown part for me. The only part that I'm familiar with is the auction part. So in the auctions, I have a few sellers that I follow, and you can choose follow host. Um, it's really cool. It's kind of more like eBay, but it's live and you're not waiting days. It's literally less than a minute usually per auction. I'll kind of break that down for you too. So you know exactly what you spent, and it's same day. Most of the sellers, the good sellers, they ship it with the very next day. Um, Depending on where the package is coming from, you get the package within a couple of days. So anyway, let's talk about how the auction format works. Um, from what I see, you'll go in, and they'll have like the Bandito bug. They'll show you, they'll give you a description like this one. They would tell you you're looking at the Junior Edition 3.3 inch Bandito Bug Junior in the color Pearl. They may tell you this is color 141. It comes in a 9-pack and a 3.3 inches. Kind of give you a little rundown like that. Depending on the seller, depends upon the pricing. This seller chose to sell these starting out at $1. That seller had a flat rate shipping no matter how much you bought. Was $5.31, which is insane. I'm sure they paid some on the shipping, depending on what they paid for those Bandito bugs. But once you made the first purchase, everything from then on, and it tells you down in the lower, when I'm looking at my phone, it's in my lower left-hand corner. It tells me what the current price is. It tells me how much my shipping will be, plus applicable taxes. And then it will have a counter on the opposite side that tells you how much time is left on that auction. Auctions can run anywhere from just a few seconds up to the longest one I've seen was 1 minute. And that's for usually a large bundle, and the seller's taking a quick bathroom break, or they're going to get something to drink, whatever the case may be. Usually, even on the hard to find stuff, those auctions are no more than 30 seconds. A couple things they can do is they can just run a regular auction. So you're bidding on this, and you get into a room and there's just 5 people. You bet $1, and you run it for 30 seconds. You run the whole 30 seconds. At 5 seconds if somebody bids, it puts another 10 seconds on the board to allow you to bid it back. Some of them run what's called sudden death. So no matter what, the time just keeps ticking. The really good auctions to get in, especially with room fulls of people, is sudden death, and they're 5 seconds or less. You literally have 5 seconds to swipe your bids. You can't really put in a custom bid on this lower left-hand side of my phone. There's also a spot where you can custom bid, and you literally have to slide a thing across to bid. It's pretty hard to misbid. Some of the sellers have a no cancellation policy. Some of them will allow you to cancel. You might see, something along the lines of, these are laying in the background, but he's bidding on this, and you think you're bidding on 3 packs. In reality, you're bidding on 1, or it'll show you something along the lines like this. However, they're holding 3 packs up. If he put one here, puts one here, and puts one here, and says choice, that means whatever the bidding price is, it's either this one, or this one. You may not hear that. You may not realize that. Some of the really good sellers will allow you to cancel that bid because you thought you were bidding on 3 packs versus a choice. And that's up to each individual seller. Whatnot does have guarantees, and they do have a pretty good policy against fraud. I've never had a problem buying or getting what I bought. To give you a perfect example, this XR75 that I bought, really, really cheap. Actually, stupidly priced cheap. Package is in great condition. I've been told this is a $75 bait, which I think is absolutely crazy. I have seen it on eBay anywhere from $40 to $70. I paid nowhere near that. What I bid is it was really truly insane on a seller's part. He lost quite a bit of money on that, and he still shipped that bait to me. JDM baits that I bought. This Valley Hill spinnerbait. You can see the prices in yen. I bought it from a U.S. seller. What I gave for this was about a third of what the retail is on it. Again, I didn't have any problems for the seller accepting what I have. Now, what I can tell you is if you're going in, like I've seen some DRT tiny clashes, they're $100 baits. Guy started one out at $10. He thought he had the right buyers in the room and he was going to get a pretty good sale on them. He lost quite a bit of money. They won't do, they're just, the sellers just won't run them again like that. There are quite a few collectible stuff on there, especially in our community, the fishing community. If you're a mega bass collector, there's a lot of good mega bass on there. I'm not a collector. I'm not going to spend $100 on a bait to hang it on my wall. Just won't do it. I'm not going to have $10,000 worth of mega bass just to sit in a glass case. Nothing against the people that want to do that or the people that do that. That's just not me. I've got a few hundred baits that are in packages, you know, whether it's the original package like this guy or in bags that I probably never will fish. And that might be why I want to put up a storefront on Whatnot to sell. But again, to each their own on that. If that's what you're into and that's what you're looking for, that is available on Whatnot. I've had nothing but great experiences over there. I have to actually force myself not to open the Whatnot app. You know, one of the things you got to keep in mind, guys, is no matter where you're shopping and what you're shopping for, to make sure you budget yourself. I do open quite a few baits on my channel. It's primarily what I do is some unboxings, talk about some baits in depth. I do have myself a budget and I only buy what I can afford. A lot of times I'm selling stuff to buy other stuff, or I'll buy something with the intent of selling a few other things to recoup my money. I just sold a rod to recoup some money. I've got reels for sale, rods for sale. I'm getting to sell off a lot of baits, things of that nature. So I try to keep myself responsible, even though I'm doing this all on a tight budget. You know, again, this is another huge haul that I did an unboxing video on that I paid about a third of retail on Whatnot for. That's what gets me in trouble, is I'm going on Whatnot and there's all these really good buys. I have to really pace myself and not overspend my budget. So anyway, guys, if you want to capitalize on that chance to get up to $200, use that affiliate link. My handle on there is the same as my channel. It's the same as all my socials that I use for my Addicted to Fishing channel. Once you sign up over there, that usually notifies me. I've gotten notification of a couple of people that have clicked the link and signed up, and I've sent out a welcome. Hey, welcome to Whatnot. If you need any help with the platform itself, or you want to get some referrals on sellers that I trust, I'm happy to provide that information to you. One of the things to keep in mind, it's one of the big strong points for me with buying on Whatnot, is I'm buying from an independent versus a big box. You know, I don't not go to big boxes for obvious reasons. Sometimes, you know, you can go to like Dick's. I did a big haul at Dick's, and I bought a bunch of Googum baits for about $3 a pack. Actually, it was less than $3 a pack, I believe. But anyway, that's really the only reason why I go out and hit the big boxes anymore. This is a package that I did not show on my haul. This entire bag. I'll cover up other than my zip code. You can see the cost on that was $5. and I might just give these guys away. This is, as seen on TV, looks like the company's called Jewel. It's the Sculpin Hypertail, little bitty 3-inch microbait. And it gives you on the back how they would rig them. And they're all in that. Well, there's some in the chartreuse. And some in this green pumpkin color. But I thought these would be killer little smallmouth candies. And for $5, I believe there's 20 packs of those in there, 8 in a pack, somewhere like that. I thought that was a pretty good deal for $5. So it just kind of shows you some of the stuff that you can find on Whatnot. If you're not just into fishing, there is all kinds of other platforms out there. Another thing that I didn't show, one of the fishing guys had some giveaways. A lot of them will have a giveaway. I was in a giveaway and I won the Roy Batty vinyl figure. It's a Funko Pop. It's a Blade Runner. Kind of cool. You know, there's been other giveaways that I've been involved in. Some of them I haven't won. The way the giveaways work on there is they do 2 different giveaways. One is a follower's giveaway. All you got to do is be following the seller. You can enter the giveaway. The other one is if you're a buyer, if you purchase something, you can hit the buyer's giveaway and you're entered in the giveaway. Some of them will post up ahead of time. You know, hey, tonight's giveaway will be this 8-pound Trilene Sensation line. You know, usually, from my experience, the buyer's giveaways have been something usually high dollar. It's not something, you know, like one pack of Bandito bugs or used bait. There's new baits, used baits, collectibles, vintage. You pretty much name it as on Whatnot. Again, any of you guys that sign up and use that referral link, make sure you message me or make sure you reply to the message I'll send out. And I'll help you guys out with any questions that you have, provide you with some of the sellers, the best sellers that I follow on there. Anyway, guys, thanks for clicking on that video. Just a quick rundown on what Whatnot is and how that format works. I had a request to put out a video kind of explaining it a little bit more. So those of you that have been wondering about it, I hope that helped you out and answered some videos. Stay tuned. I got a lot more stuff coming down the pipe that I'm going to put out. We're going to start doing some in-depths on some different baits. Some of you are looking for some of that juice. I don't keep a lot of these things a secret. I'm pretty much willing to share anything I can to share with you guys to help you catch more fish, or at least look at different ways and techniques to do stuff. I personally don't look at anything from a envy standpoint. I use tackle and gear that's suited for me. I look at what the presentations that you guys are using. Maybe it's the action of the rod. Maybe it's the different types of line. You know, things of that nature. And I'm kind of thinking to myself, maybe that can help me out. I go out and I try them. Some of it works great for me. Others don't. I hope that's kind of some of the information that you can get from me. And I just hope you guys enjoy the videos to keep climbing up into the subscriber. Once I get to that 500 subscriber mark, I've got quite a few soft plastic swim baits. They're like, I think they're 5-inch little custom swim baits. I'd like to be able to give those away to one of you followers. Be able to do a nice giveaway. I've got way more tackle than I need, so I'm not afraid to give some of it away as long as we're doing something to help my channel grow. I'm happy to do that for you guys. So anyway, guys, it's getting a little windy on this little quick breakdown on Whatnot. We won't continue on. I could talk about this for hours. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching the video. Make sure you hit that like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, do all that good fun stuff. Thanks again. We'll see you in the next one.